What's up guys, Jim Yosef here and welcome to a brand new video. Today we're taking a look at the Premier League Player of the Month, the favourites for April. Now of course it's May the 1st, but there's one game tonight. Obviously this video will be uploaded just after that. Liverpool vs Watford. I'm not sure if that counts as the latest match week for April or if it's not going to be counted and be part of May, because it does affect one player in particular in this video. But we'll get into that in more detail in just a moment. So before we get started, as always, if you can show your support by leaving a like rating, that'd be absolutely awesome. If you're new to my channel, make sure to click that subscribe button for more, and in the comments below, who do you think should win the Premier League Player of the Month for April? So a couple of things to mention just before I get started. The very first one, this could be the last Player of the Month we get for this season, and the reason for that, I've looked back at the previous winners, the awards, since 1994, and I believe every single year, the awards have run from August until April, so May doesn't get a Player of the Month. There are a couple of seasons here and there since 1994 where August didn't get a Player of the Month award, but it started from September. But if I'm correct, in history of this award, there has never been one in May. Number two is that the official nominations, I imagine, will probably be announced this Friday. The award itself will be given out a week after that. So the investments video, that'll probably be up on Friday. And if there are any goalkeepers, defenders or midfielders I've missed out in this video, feel free to let me know down below in the comments. So the very first one I've gone with is Jagielka, probably the complete outsider. So throughout April, Everton played 6 games. He played all 6 games as well, every single minute in fact throughout the month. 2 wins, 2 draws and 2 losses, so very evenly spread in regards to results. And his contribution was 3 goals and 1 clean sheet. So the attacking part of his game, scoring from corners and such, that was very good and very on point throughout April. In fact, one of the top goal scorers in the month, which is strange for a centre-back. But defensively, the 2 losses and 2 draws, 1 clean sheet and 6, it's not great. And his run of form was very good. He scored in 3 consecutive games. First up was a 1-1 draw against Manchester United away from home, got a goal in that. Scored against Leicester City the following week, and then also Burnley. So at that point, he potentially could have been one of the favourites to get the award, but then they drew 0-0 to West Ham, getting his first ever clean sheet. But a 3-0 loss to Chelsea and 3-1 loss to Liverpool in the month, I think that kind of makes him a bit of a doubt. Next up is Jamie Vardy, a player that under Ranieri, he really wasn't contributing too much at the start of the season. Then I think that Craig Shakespeare came in, and since then his form has been exceptional. He featured in all 6 games for Leicester City last month, playing 6, winning 3, losing 2, and drawing 1. And his contribution was 4 goals. So the wins were 2-0 against Stoke City, 2-0 against Sunderland, and also 1-0 against West Brom. Their 2 losses were to Everton in a 4-2 loss and Arsenal in a 1-0 loss. But that Arsenal one was very late on due to a Robert Huth goal or something. But Jamie Vardy, 4 goals in 6 games is very good. But there's a lot of strikers this month that have really stepped their game up. And now we've gone to Gary Cahill, and right now it does look like Chelsea will win the Premier League after a very convincing win over Everton this weekend. And he's played 6 games in April, 4 wins, 2 losses, which could be a bit of a doubt on him getting a official nomination kind of thing. And he got 1 clean sheet in 6 games, which isn't great either, but he did get 2 goals. He did play every single minute last month, and the 2 losses for Chelsea were a 2-1 loss against Crystal Palace and 2-0 away from home against Manchester United. But Chelsea did beat Man City, Bournemouth, Southampton and Everton last month, so very good going. Just I think the 2 losses and 1 clean sheet, it doesn't look great for a centre-back. And his 2 goals came against Southampton and Everton in the last 2 match weeks. Then we go on to Joshua King from Bournemouth, a bit of an underdog this season. So Josh King played pretty much every single minute bar 20 against Southampton and 6 against Middlesbrough, but at 6 games, 2 wins, 2 draws, 2 losses. His contribution was 4 goals, just like Jamie Vardy. And in fact, the order of results for Bournemouth last month were draw, loss, win. So they're currently on a 2-win streak in the Premier League. They drew 2-2 to Liverpool, they lost 3-1 to Chelsea and 4-0 to Spurs, but recently 4-0 win against Middlesbrough and a 1-0 win against Sunderland. And for a centre forward, 4 goals in 6 games is not bad in the slightest. Then we go on to Eden Hazard, definitely one of the players of the year this year for Chelsea, and that card would be so expensive, especially with team of the season just around the corner. So 6 games played for Eden Hazard, 4 wins and 2 losses, the same as Gary Cahill of course, and his contribution was 4 goals and 1 assist. But one thing to note about this, he could have had 2 assists technically, because Cahill's goal against Everton was a ball put in by Eden Hazard, but I believe watching it back, the keeper, he parried it into Gary Cahill, so no sites so far I've seen have given him the assist, but it could well be 6 goal contributions instead of 5. And there is one game that stands out in that month for Eden Hazard, and that is going to be against Manchester United away from home, where Ander Herrera, he marked on the game completely. And in regards to Hazard's position, it's quite a strange one because sometimes a 3-4-2-1 or a 3-4-3, which is pretty similar apart from he plays out wide or very, very close to the striker. And compare that to, I think it's Roma, when Nainggolan got his inform about a month or two ago now, he got an 88 rated card as a centre forward, I think it was, and that's because Roma, I believe, played a 3-4-2-1 as well, just like Chelsea can do. And technically, Nainggolan is a left-hand side of the striker, just like Hazard, but Hazard, he gets a left winger card instead of a centre forward, so I'm not sure how it'd work, because Transfer Market, they do have him playing cam pretty much every single game just behind the striker on the left or right hand side. And another left-hand side player this time is going to be Coutinho from Liverpool. It's the player I mentioned earlier because Liverpool played tonight, the 1st of May, against Watford away, and I'm not sure if that counts the same match week as Saturday and Sunday. Technically it should do, but I'm not sure in the overall standings. But if tonight's game does not count whatsoever, his stats for April consist of 5 games played, 3 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss, and 4 goals, 1 assist. So in comparison to everyone else, it would be a little bit unfair if Coutinho had 5 games played compared to potential 6, because tonight, say he gets a goal contribution, he would be level with pretty much the favourites. And there were a couple of standout games this month for Coutinho. The very first one, in the Merseyside derby against Everton, he scored a fantastic solo goal and also set up Origi for the 3rd. So that one, very good from him, also got man of the match. He also came on at half-time against Stoke City when we were 1-0 down, and in fact turned the game around by scoring one of the goals, and also helped the team turn around their performance with Roberto Firmino also coming on at the same time. He also scored a fantastic free kick last weekend against Crystal Palace, but unfortunately, as a team, we crumbled and lost 2-1. And now we go on to Heung-Min Son. Last month, played 6 games in total with Spurs. He featured in every single game, but a lot of them, in fact, against Burnley only played 17 minutes, and against Crystal Palace, played just 45. But overall, 6 games, 6 wins, 5 goals, and 1 assist. And in regards to his position, I've put him as a left midfielder because right now, I'm looking at positions, it says striker, striker, left wing or left mid, and centre forward. So I'm not sure how EA would work that out because technically, it's 3 games on the left-hand side, 3 central. Also, I'd rather a striker or a cam card, but either a left midfielder, convert him to a left forward, it'd be very nice to have. And I imagine it'd be quite cheap because if he gets a team this season, technically the purple card's very pointless. And right now, I'd probably say he's a favourite to win the award with one more player, which we'll get into in just a moment. So Heung-Min Son, it'll be a 2nd purple card this year as well. Then we go on to Sergio Aguero from Manchester City. So City's form wasn't fantastic in April. In fact, he played 6 games, winning just 2, losing 1, and drawing the other 3. But his contribution was very, very good. Scored in every single game apart from the Manchester derby, and there's 5 goals, 1 assist as his overall contribution. And throughout the month, it saw Man City draw 2-2 to Arsenal, lose 2-1 to Chelsea, and draw 0-0 to Manchester United. And the final player we're looking at today is going to be Christian Benteke. So in April, Palace actually played 7 games in total, winning 3, losing 3, and drawing 1. His contribution was 5 goals and 1 assist, so the joint highest. And their month started off really, really well with a 2-1 win over Chelsea, where Benteke got 1 goal and 1 assist. He then scored the next week against Southampton. They lost that game 3-1. Then they beat Arsenal 3-0 at home, but unfortunately Benteke did not contribute whatsoever, although I believe he did win a penalty, so he may have played well, but overall didn't get a goal or an assist. They got a goal against Leicester in a 2-2 draw, 2 goals in his first return to Anfield in a 2-1 win against Liverpool, so another big win there. They won against Liverpool, Arsenal and Chelsea all in the same month. And their last 2 games were a 1-0 loss against Spurs and 2-0 loss against Burnley. So here are all the favourites this month for the Player of the Month award, and the current favourites I think are probably between Heung-Min Son and also Christian Benteke. I mean, Aguero's definitely in there with the same amount of goal contributions, but one player to watch tonight, obviously the game would have been played by now, but Coutinho, if he gets a single goal contribution against Watford, he could well be in the same mix. And it's not a god-awful situation to be in because Coutinho, I don't think he'll get a team this season. Heung-Min Son, he may sneak in, but I think it does depend because Spurs could have a lot of players in team this season and he could be the one that does miss out. Aguero may get in potentially, and Benteke I don't think will. So 3 of the 4 may not have a blue card, which outdoes this purple one straight away. But on that note, guys, that is going to be the end of this video. So as always, if you enjoyed it, show support by leaving a like rating. That'd be absolutely awesome. If you're new to my channel, make sure to click that subscribe button for more, and the comments below. Out of all these players, potentially even ones I've missed out, what player do you think deserves to win the Player of the Month award? And finally, if you missed my previous video, it'll be down below in the description box. So thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.